Can we talk about this guy? And maybe more importantly, this gal. We're going to have a pop conversation about the current drama online about who is a master of the universe. Up next. Welcome back to PopCon, everybody. A salute to all pop culture, but mostly the 80s. I'm your G1 host, Victor, and here we're talking about He-Man and the Masters of the Universe, in particularly the Kevin Smith run new Netflix animated program that will come out in July. So, do you know what OG stands for? OG, as in original. So often it's used to say, oh, is that the OG toy compared to maybe a new version? Like, is that the original He-Man compared to maybe the Mike Young 2002? Or maybe it's about the reboot, like OG, the OG Masters of the Universe cartoon, the one from the 80s, as opposed to the one again in 2002, or even this one coming back up. So OG for original. It's funny. I consider myself kind of OG. I'm all about it because I was lucky enough to be there at the debut of most of the most iconic franchises of the 80s. That included Masters of the Universe and even Transformers. So I consider, that's why I call myself sometimes the G1 or Generation 1 host, because I was there. I got to see these come out, so I have known them and I have loved them for so long. I also tend to use the word legacy. I'm a legacy fan. I've been there since day one and I've loved these intellectual properties since that time. Does it make me a super fan? I don't know. I really don't know what determines a super fan. I don't know every nook and every cranny. I did not memorize the Motu Classics biographies, but I am a legacy fan because since day one I have been watching every cartoon, seen every toy line, even bought a lot of them, and look forward to more that come out. So yeah, I'm a legacy fan. I do not have, if you consider, I don't have any fandom menace or any toxic fandom. I generally am just so excited to follow a brand and see where it goes. Yeah, I have my opinion about it, and that's what I'm sharing today regarding this this new foray into the Masters of the Universe. So if you're new to the channel, thanks for coming. Don't stop here. Go ahead and press subscribe, like, comment, share this video. It might be something you love, and we make great content, so really appreciate it if we can get to that 100 subscriber goal. You could be the one to help. It doesn't hurt, and it really just helps me, so thank you. All right, so what's going on? So here we have this brand new Masters of the Universe animated show coming out. And a lot of people are wondering two things. Did Kevin Smith lie who it's about? And then, is it about Teela? Is he really a fan? I don't know the guy. I don't know if he's a super fan. What I do know is that you can be a super fan even if you discovered your favorite thing 6 months ago. It's all about how you then dive into the content, learn about it, love it, portray it. Like he said, I'm sure there's a few things I'm a super fan about, but I'm a legacy fan here, and I'm looking forward to this show. We can all agree on one thing. It looks fantastic. It looks well done, well animated, very colorful. A lot of great scenes we saw in that trailer the other day. And yeah, I think something is changing. Absolutely, it's going to be a different take. But let's be honest, back in the 80s, there was 160 episodes of Masters of the Universe. And they all sort of kind of followed the same thing. He-Man won at the end, and it was He-Man. He made it happen. It was our youth. It was childlike innocence that we saw something happened. He-Man solved it. Now, alongside of him, he had tons of other characters to help him. The other Masters of the Universe. And let's be honest here. Since day one, this little lady has been a Master of the Universe too. As a matter of fact, she was called Warrior Goddess. So she had some big boots to fill. So in the original series, there was a lot of storylines, but the formulaic way of a 22-minute after-school cartoon, the way it went, you didn't really play story arcs like you do today. They don't last the entire series. They're pretty much, it's episodic. It is, here's the story, it's done, next, and it's the same thing. And it was definitely to sell toys, we get it. But it was such a lot of fun, right? I didn't need Kevin Smith to come on and tell me that there was a shift. I mean, the first pictures that came out showed Teela one way, and then another picture showed her another. So I knew right away that there was going to be a time jump or a shift in tone. Absolutely 100%. There's Teela and Evil-Lyn fighting, and suddenly there's then them together, wearing something, looking completely different. So yeah, I get it. Now, the whole argument is it about Teela? Is she going to sideline our hero? I don't know. The whole thing is called Revelations, and we'll figure it out. But I will tell you, in the original series, there was a lot of revelations that never played out. Was Fisto Teela's real father? Was Evil Lynn going to ever usurp Skeletor for second in command? You know, she was there. She talked a lot about it. Wouldn't it be great to finally see some of those stories go somewhere? And then, of course, finally, the biggest was we all knew that Teela was the Sorceress's daughter, which means that one day she would take up the mantle as Sorceress of Castle Grayskull. Well, in July, we're going to see like 5 episodes of this new series. It's like the first chapter, so it's not all of it. But so what if they start taking it in the direction of one of the other masters? She was always kick-ass. In the original series, she was beautiful, and she was definitely had a feminine look, but she wasn't overly girly in the stereotypical way. She had a sword, she fought alongside of them all the time. Very few times was she too damselly in distress. As a matter of fact, she fought, she was there with He-Man, and she was the captain of the guard, and she was there to take care of Prince Adam in a way. So I never thought she was anything less. So having it focus on other masters is great. Now, believe me, sideline my hero, I'll be pissed. Of course, I understand that possibly something's happening to He-Man in the first 10 minutes of this new show. I just hope he's not out for the count, you know. I hope he's not out. It's called He-Man and the Masters of the Universe. So there's a lot of revelations out there. We heard Kevin Smith hint at a lot, actually more than hint. He might have beat around the bush, but he gave a lot of information out yesterday online about what the story was about. The sword and the actual alter ego thing coming out, and how people feel about that. So I think it's just really, honestly, a new take on a story that we saw so many episodes of when we were kids. And it's cool to see it go in a different direction. I'm glad it's not a reboot. I saw that in 2002 and I really liked that series, but this is going to continue it and go down some different routes. So I'm looking forward to it. There is no reason that someone with a storyline and a background and with some possible stories that we never explored to be explored now. That's great. So I'm happy about it. But I don't know what's going to happen. If I completely notice that He-Man is eliminated from the storytelling, yes, that will get me down. Of course, that's not the direction I want to go. I know there is a history, or at least a recent trend in Hollywood for a gender swap. I mean, I think of the movie Overboard. Who doesn't love Overboard? Kurt Russell and Goldie Hawn, right? But there was a recent movie that flipped the roles. And you think, is it just because that movie was so popular, we want to flip the role and try it again? They don't often work, truly. And I don't want it to be that, and for some reason, deep inside, I don't think it's going to be that. I'm going to give it the benefit of the doubt that it isn't quite just a role reversal swap. I think to be progressive, if you want to make change with sex or race in programs, then really you just need everybody working together, partnering, being a team, just like in real life. We all have individual strengths and weaknesses, and yeah, He-Man may be the most powerful man in the universe, but it doesn't mean he doesn't need his friends with their own individual skills and abilities by his side to help him. And I don't know about you, but I'd like to see those other guys shine in new and exciting ways, and perhaps this is the vehicle to do it. So, I don't know, maybe she'll even don her snake armor, we'll see. But I'm looking forward to Masters of the Universe Revelations coming up in July. I will save my decision about what it's like till after I see it. Looking forward to it. Not worried, but I am curious. And of course, when it goes, I'll be there first when it drops to watch that show, watch those 5 episodes. Looking forward to the look. I see some great designs. So there you have it. That is PopCon's answer to He-Man and the Masters of the Universe Revelations. Wanted to get this out there. Don't want to be controversial at all. Why should I bother being controversial? I'm excited. I'm excited to see the show. I hope you are too, and hope you're excited to come back for more content about pop culture from yesterday and today. Until next time.